Alright, like we always do, to make time go by faster, I already started with one eye, so we're going to go ahead and get started on the other eye. Now today I'm going to be using a couple palettes. I have these from Spoiled Lips. Now there's several colors in here that I'm going to be using. And also my cousin has a coupon code that you can use. It's Suzie88. That's SUZZIE 88. So that way you guys can get a discount. And also we're going to be using the James Charles palette. Mostly a little bit of the red to intensify it. Other than that, let's get started. So I'm going to go in with the Spoiled Lips palette number, what number is this? With palette number 2, and I'm going to go in with this cream shade here, and I'm going to set my eye, the base. Now this is just to get it all evened out. And just set that there. And then I'm going to go in with this pink shade on the top to be my transition color. I'm going to be moving that back and forth to kind of get some color on the lid. Now we're going to be doing several of these. Like we said, we're going to be doing kind of like a rainbow series. And with each color, we're going to have a drink. So that should be exciting. Okay, so once we have a little bit of color on our crease in the transition part, I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of this red color down here on the bottom. Now it comes out a little bit magenta red, but that's okay because that's why we're going to use the other palettes to kind of intensify the red a little bit more. I'm going to put this on the crease. And then I'm going to fan it out and kind of bring out the edge a little bit. So in this rainbow series, me and my sister, Janie, we decided we are going to involve some drinks because that's part of our title, isn't it? Coffee and tequila time. So we decided what better way to do a rainbow series than to include drinks. Now remember, this is for anyone that's 21 and over, and the drink that we're going to be doing today is going to be a Dirty Shirley Temple. So that's what my look is kind of inspired by. And she'll be making that drink in a little bit. Now it's been a while that I've been able to drink because I was pregnant, and now she's pregnant, but she decided that she wanted to do the drinks because she's not able, or she's not really big on makeup, or she's not really good at makeup, so she said she'll take on the drinks and for me to do the makeup. Now, I'm not a professional either, but you know, you like to play with it and experiment. Different things. Like I said, you want to bring that out just a little bit. And then I kind of like to put a little bit right here near this part. It kind of narrows out the nose area. Okay, so once we have that on, I like to go in with the palette number 4 of the Spoiled Lips and go in with this darker red. And I'm just going to apply that to the outer corner and onto my crease. And this is just going to intensify that red. That way we can build it up and get a little bit deeper. Now guys, school is going back in session in Florida on August 12th. How many of you parents, your moms out there, are ready for your kids to go back? I know I am. And that could be also another look, going back to school. Now, I've seen on YouTube a couple of videos, but I remember when I was in school, I think the only thing I really had on was maybe some mascara, eyeliner, and lip gloss. Nowadays, girls are going to school full beat, lashes and everything. It's crazy how times have changed. Okay, once we intensify that red, I am going to go ahead and move on to this white part here, the little silver part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm going to blank out that little bit of space, kind of creating a cut crease, but not really. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start from the front and take it almost all the way to the end here, and we just want to pat it on there nice and slow. You don't want to ruin your base. And fill it in here. Try to get that as clean as you can. Like I said, we're just gonna smudge it to the end. Now getting it cut all the way, doing a cut crease isn't really necessary because we're going to blend out the edges so that way it's not so sharp. Okay, next I'm going to take the volume 3 and I'm going to get, I believe it's this silvery color here, and that's what I'm going to use to set my concealer. The good thing about these volume ones is I think I got like 5 for $50-something. And like I said, if you use my cousin's coupon code Susie88, I'm gonna leave it down in the description box, and I'll probably place it right here somewhere. You can use her code to get a discount. Hey, we're all about the savings. Okay, you see how we brought that out? Just gonna smudge the edges to the end a little. Okay, and we're gonna go back in with that darker red, and we're going to blend out the edges. Now the drink, the Dirty Shirley Temple, is, I believe it's just, it's with vodka, so. I know my daughter, my youngest, my 7-year-old, her birthday was about a couple days ago. She loves to go to the restaurants and order Shirley Temple. Not a dirty one, of course, she's underage. But I've never had a dirty Shirley Temple, so can't wait to taste the one Janie's gonna make. Okay, you see how we kind of blended out that white, where we kind of have it a little more seamless. If you want to add more of the silvery color, you just go back in. If you feel like you lost some of it, just go back in and fill it in a little bit. And this is a really easy red look. like I said, we're starting the rainbow. How many of you guys in school learned the, what is it, Roy G. Biv? How many you guys remember that? And that's something that helped me remember the rainbow. Okay, next I'm going to, once we put that red in there, I'm going to go in with the James Charles palette. And I am going to grab this, what is that? This red color here. And we're just going to put that on top to make it more red. Okay, I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend that out just a little bit. That way I can put a cream in the brow bone. And I'm going to go in with the same color that we used to set. Now these shadows are really good. They're pigmented, hardly any fallout, really smooth. They're really good. Blend those in together. See? Easy. Really, really easy. Alright, next I'm going to take some black liner. And I'm just going to prep my eyes for lashes. I'm just going to do a little black line across the top. I'm going to do a black line across the top, and this is going to help hide the eyelash band. So take a little bit of concealer, and then I'm going to take a little brush, and I'm going to grab some of the black eyeshadow that's in the Volume 4 palette, and I'm going to just smear. I'm just going to smear that black liner. Okay, now we're going to prep our lashes for the falsies. Get these a little crimp. Apply some mascara. And then we're going to get our lashes already. And today I'm going to be using the Cocoa Lashes in Queen Bee. Now these are very fluttery lashes, very full volume. So, not really your everyday lashes, but I mean, hey, if that's your thing, go for it. Okay, I like to measure, since these are a new pair, I like to measure out the lash and trim a little off the edge. Even though I have big eyes, sometimes the lashes come a little bit bigger. And I like to wrap it around my finger, you know, kind of break in the band a little bit. That way it's more flexible and I'm able to move it around. Now I'm just going to apply some lash glue. Alright. Let that dry for a little bit. Now these are my lashes, so of course I can blow on them, but like if you're doing someone else's makeup, don't blow on their lashes. That's nasty. Alright, I think it should be good. You just want to squish your real lash and the fake lash together, so that way it's nice and secured, and just kind of tilt them a little forward. Make sure it's on really good because you don't want that sucker to be flapping it away. Alright, and what I like to do is, I know sometimes when applying the eyelash, especially my lash glue is black, so sometimes it smudges onto the eyeshadow. What I do is I just get a little bit of black eyeshadow. You can pull the lid just a tad and then just kind of smoke that out just a little bit on top of the lash line. Just a little. And then it should be good. Now we're going to move on to our lower lash line. And the colors that I used was the light red from the Volume 2 palette. This one down here in the corner. And I'm just going to shade out that lower lash line. Now you kind of want them to meet here, because if not, you're going to have that gap and you don't want that. So you want it to look more seamless, so blend it together. And if your shadow doesn't reach there, kind of drag it down a little bit and then flick it out. Okay, and then I go back in with the other palette, the number 4, and take that darker red. And we're just going to put that towards the end to deepen it up a little, since we deepened it up in here. So we're just going to take that and deepen it up. Like so. Alright, you see that? Alright. And now we're going to take the Wonder Pencil by NYX and we are going to add that to our waterline. Now this is going to brighten up your eyes, so that way you don't look as tired, you look alert. And then we are going to, before I put on mascara on the lower lash line, I'm going to put in that inner highlight. And I'm going to take the Mary Luminizer and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. Adding an inner corner highlight brightens up your eyes and makes it, your eye looks pop a little bit more, so I always like to add some. And then if it looks like it got on your shadow, just take your brush and just run it to kind of smudge it a little bit. Alright, now we're going to put some mascara to the lower lash line. And we are almost done. Now I got a little dot of mascara on my lower lash line. I'm going to try and see if I can smudge it out without messing it up. Because you know sometimes, so I'll probably let that dry a little bit. While that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. Now because our theme is red, I'm going to, of course, go in with a red lip. I'm going to go ahead and outline my lips. Now, using a red lipstick, you want to outline your lips. If not, you're going to cause bleeding all around, and it's just going to look not good. So line your lips. Okay, and what this is going to do, it's going to stop the red lipstick, especially since I'm going to be using a liquid lipstick. It's going to stop it from bleeding out. So I'm just going to fill in my lip a little bit. Smudge it. Now the good thing about the red color, it makes your lips pop and it makes them look bigger and a lot more juicier. And the red lipstick I'm going to go in with today is going to be the Fenty Beauty in Uncensored. Now this is a really beautiful red. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. So I'm gonna go back into my eyes and smudge out that black that was underneath. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta let it dry for you to flick it off. All right. And because my lips look so red, I'm gonna go back in with the James Charles palette a little bit, and I'm gonna add some more red to my eyeshadow. All right, now I'm just gonna set my eyebrow. I already set the other one. And you always want to set your brows only because you don't want them to be moving around. You don't want to smudge it. You don't want to move the powder. And this was just the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. I've had this for a while, so I don't even know if they sell it. And I have it in the color medium to dark. Now that we set our brows, everything is done, I'm just gonna add a little bit of highlight. I'm just gonna add a little bit of highlight to my Cupid's bow. Alright guys, so this is our final look. Our red eyeshadow that was inspired by the Dirty Shirley Temple. And Janie's gonna be making that drink, and we'll be posting it alongside with this video so you guys can have two things, eyeshadows and a drink. And remember guys, please be 21 and over to be drinking. If not, a Shirley Temple can also be made as a virgin. So hope you guys like this look. Now I'm gonna flip it over to Janie. Bye.
Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be learning how to make a Dirty Shirley Temple. So what you're going to need is some vodka, a cup of ice, some cherries, a grenadine, and Sprite. Alright, let's make this drink. Okay, so I'm going to get the vodka first. I'm going to pour it so. Then you're going to get some Sprite. Fill it all the way to the top, but not too much. And then you're gonna get the cap of the grenadine, fill it up, and that should act as a little splash. Circle it around so you get the bottom red. And then you just add the cherries. You can add as many as you like. I prefer to do 2 because I like cherries. And there you go. Simple and easy. And there you have it, a Dirty Shirley Temple. And please drink responsibly if you are 21.